Hello everybody, Jody here, New Earth Leadership and Soul Coach, and I really been burning to make this little video today to offer you a new perspective, offer you an opportunity to up-level your consciousness and improve your reality, improve your life and your business. And what I want to discuss right now is the very hot topic and important theme of self-responsibility and, yes, you heard it here, ownership of self. Because in terms of leadership and in terms of living the best life possible, it is critical, key to take ownership and to practice self-responsibility in every area of your life and business. It's a game changer. It also liberates from suffering and messiness and everything, all the patterns, all the toxic stories that hold us back, that hold you back from experiencing the highest level of success and reality which you deserve as a leader, as a visionary, as a human being on this planet at this time. And I can't iterate that more, make it more important than it already is, because the more that we can take ownership, the more that you can be self-responsible for your actions, for your thoughts, for your deeds, for your emotions, then the higher level of experience and the higher level of success you will have. Now, what do I mean by that? Give me examples, Jody. Give me examples. I can hear that question is in your mind. What do you mean? Well, for example, if you are holding within you toxic stories around I'm not good enough, that's a classic that most have, that can manifest in multivarious ways within your life and your business. But the I'm not good enough idea, belief, is perhaps the strongest barrier to this growth, to having your success, to having the level of reality that you need to experience in order to be fully happy and fulfilled in your life. And it's funny because the sun is moving along my face now with the shadows. It's afternoon here where I am. So I'm just also tracking that as well, taking responsibility for the lighting in this video. But yeah, so you may well have that belief within you and you may not even know it. Like, I went for years and years and years through life in my 20s, not even realizing that the sole reason for so much of my failures and so much of my suffering was just this one belief that I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. And when I started to look, and I did this coaching training, this is actually what is called a spiritual coaching training. That was one of the things, to look at your self-talk and to look at the beliefs you have. And I kept on, when I started bringing this into my awareness, I kept on catching myself with my negative, toxic self-talk, and how I was beating myself up and telling myself all the time that I wasn't enough in some way, shape or form, and berating myself because of it. And I pose it to you, I put it to you, that could also be going on in your life. That reality could be happening right now for you, that inner dialogue, when you really look and you really have the courage and the bravery to bring awareness to your inner thoughts and to your inner monologue or dialogue, and start to look and see what's going on the inner level. And when you do, of course, you catch it, and then you can be like, oh, I see that I'm telling myself this story. I see that I'm believing this. And it was shrouded behind the veil of my subconscious and my unconscious, and I wasn't even aware of it. And now I can see that this is going on, and that's made me, it made me take that decision, which, led my life in a negative way, or made me speak to that person in a rude way, or made me decide that I wasn't going to do that project or go for that that business idea, or I wasn't gonna ask this person out on a date, or even just pitch my service or my product, my company to an investor or something like that, because the thought was going around is like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, and it was manifesting in me deciding, no, I can't do that. And so it's a completely self-limiting belief, an idea, thought form that really stifles humanity, stifles the individual. And especially this is key for leaders as well, because the knock-on effects of carrying those unconscious beliefs around with you is going to be felt throughout your life and business and your organization and everything that happens in that organization if you're making the key decisions. And so that's an example, this idea of I'm not good enough. And yeah, I really encourage you to look at that, because it can also be like, oh, I've heard that before. Oh yeah, well, whatever, I know that now. And still you're completely caught in its web, the toxic story web of that idea. So the mind can be very tricky, extremely tricky, the ego, the small self, to limit you, to make you insignificant, and to perhaps smash down your greatest inspirations and greatest ideas, because you have it running in the background and you don't even know it. And key for leadership, key for creating a new earth, for co-creating a reality that is abundant and beautiful and kind for all humans on this planet, is being liberated of these thoughts and then taking action and making decision from a place of real truth and understanding that is not skewed, is not warped, right? Because it starts with the individual, it starts with the self. So what are the ideas, the beliefs, the thoughts that are going around in your head which do not serve you or your company or your business, your organization, or in your personal life, your relationships? What are they? Have a look. I encourage you to have bravery and ask that question and look. And it might be ugly and scary at first. It might feel messy and uncomfortable at first. But I promise you, the more you do it, the greater expansion you can experience. So just take that in for a minute. I just really encourage you to let that sink in. And you may well find yourself being surprised, feeling expanded by simply owning and naming those thoughts, those ideas, those stories, those emotions that are toxic, that are holding you back, that are keeping you small. This is huge. This is huge in itself. I mean, you can look in every area of your life. How you brush your teeth, how you talk to your partner. It's everything. It's everywhere. And really applying this awareness and looking, and not being afraid to look, being fearless in your gaze. So, with that being said, if you would like more help and support and facilitation to work through this, then you can book a call with me. Ask me about that. You can write in the comments, you can send me a message, connection request, and ask me, hey, how can I book a call with you about this? I would really like your help, Jody, and your support with looking at this. And I've got a new project coming up, or I've got this business, or I've got this responsibility, and I really want to take ownership fully, so I can step into mastery and step into the highest possible alignment for everyone and everything. So I've been Jody Dean. Take care. Thank you so much for listening. Book that call.